places, which means they won't have to play those extra games in the playoff round. It means that Rangers are in 13th in the table, in the middle part, which does mean they're in the playoff round. No one wants those extra games. A win at Ibrox next Thursday against Union Saint-Gilloise would still give them a chance of qualifying automatically, though, Alan.
Yeah, look, it would give them an opportunity to qualify in that top 8 section. Of course, that's what they're desperate for, that's what they want. But ultimately, as long as they get through, I think for both teams tonight, the big thing was to get the 3 points, get as high up the table as possible, so you do miss those playoff games. But I think if you'd given this to Rangers at the start of the season, they would have definitely taken it with 1 game to go. So they're in a not bad position, but hopefully get the 3 points in the next game.
In terms of the Europa League, this competition is so important for both Manchester United and Rangers because they've been having really poor league seasons, so they've got to concentrate on this now.
Yeah, they have to. They'll be putting everything into it, and look, listen to this atmosphere. It's amazing. You want to be part of it. You want to lift a trophy.
All right, well, let's get some Manchester United reaction now. The captain, Bruno Fernandes, is with Emma Dodds.
Thank you, Jules. Well, Bruno, congratulations on the win. Congratulations on your goal. I think you can hear behind us what it means to these fans. What does it mean to you to get this result?
Oh, obviously, we know how much it means for the fans to win games. But it means the same for us. You know, you really want to win games. We are a little bit frustrated because at the moment, I think we start very well this year with 2 great games against Liverpool and Arsenal. Against Arsenal, we didn't play brilliant football, but we won the game, you know, with 1 man less. We did well. Then Southampton, we had good resilience. Even again, didn't play brilliant football. I think at moments we controlled the game, but we could have done it better. Then we had the game against Brighton that unfortunately everything went wrong for us. But today was important to get the win because we want to get through in the Europa League. We want to go to the final in Bilbao, and we have to win every game. So we want to be in the first 8, so we avoid to play 2 more games.
And is the manner of the victory, though, to when Rangers equalise, for you to be able to go up the pitch and still get the winner? Are you proud of the characters from the team?
No, it's not about proving the character. We have to prove that in the 90 minutes. You know, we can't only bring that out when we concede a goal, we have something against us. We need to be consistent through the 90 minutes. Doesn't matter the result, we have to be always trying to find a way to win the game. And unfortunately for us, we conceded a late goal and we had to score a late winner.
How significant a victory can this be? Did you as players need this victory tonight?
Of course, at this club you need to win every game. You need to win every game. You know that if you don't win games here, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be tough moments because this is a massive club. This is used to win games. They and I hope that our fans never can get used to lose games, even these toughest periods. You know, I want them to feel that this team, even then, believing or not in the players, that this team has to win every game.
Well done. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Emma. There has not got to be many better feelings as a Manchester United player than walking off this pitch, having scored the match winner at the Stretford end. And here are the United fans just greeting him off, singing his name. They know just how important that goal and that victory for Manchester United was. And they are back in action this Sunday live on TNT Sports as they visit Fulham. Coverage from Craven Cottage starts at 6 o'clock on TNT Sports 1. And what about this fight? What a game here at Old Trafford, though. Manchester United win it late against Rangers in the Battle of Britain. We will be bringing you plenty more reaction from pitchside here at Old Trafford in just a couple of minutes.
Well, Ruben, how big a victory is that for your team this evening? How do you assess the performance?
I think we did well. We play better with the ball, more connections. You can feel it, more speed sometimes with the ball. I think we start well, and then we lost the control of the game for 7 minutes because of small bad decisions. But I think the lads did well, and even when we suffered the goal from Rangers, we are so near of the second goal. We miss so many chances. In this moment, it's so hard, but then they recover, and I think it was a good victory.
Was the result more important than the performance this evening?
I think it's everything together. Of course, we are not playing our best. We are far from that, but we we improved from the last game. I know that the opponent is different, the pace, everything is different, but they try it, and you can see it again, the connections, some movements, some plays, and I think we did well for the time that we have to practice. Again, I think we need to be more clinical in the right moments, because that can help us a lot.
And as far as the competition is concerned, it is a big 3 points as you bid to finish in those top 8 places.
It's very important. It's if you look at the schedule, it's 2 weeks with 1 game there. We have to take these games there, so it will be like 2 weeks free to prepare Premier League. That is really tough, so it's really important to stay in this position.
You had to make a change. You brought Harry Maguire, and was that an injury to delete?
He felt something in his leg, also Lenny, and we cannot risk anything. I know that we have to win, but we also have to protect the players and to show that everybody matters and everybody is important too in this moment.
You mentioned the chances that you had that you weren't able to take, but what about the first goal? We've seen United concede directly from corners in recent matches. Was it pleasing, albeit it was an own goal for Rangers, but was it pleasing to see that set piece come off?
That it's really important, because we start the game winning or scoring first. That is important. Then set pieces. We take an intensive course in set pieces here, so you can see that we can take to Europe. It's quite different. We scored the first one. In Premier League is not a foul, so we are improving. It was not a perfect performance, but a good performance.
And what about as far as transfers are concerned? Do you expect a lot of business to happen between now and the window? We saw Garnacho, for example, playing and being a real threat for you today. Do you hope he stays beyond this window?
I don't know what will happen. Let's focus on the games. We have these players, so let's improve the team. Think about the players that are here. We don't know until the window is closed. Anything can happen.
Thank you and well done.
Thank you very much.
You will get Rio and Alan's thoughts on what might happen. Some of the players that are linked with moves away, including Alejandro Garnacho and potentially the future of Marcus Rashford as well, in a couple of minutes' time. But just a final thought on the performance and Ruben Amorim's analysis of it there. He said they need to be more clinical, but it was an improvement on the last game. What areas did you see those improvements tonight?
At times they was managing the football and controlling the game at times. I don't think it was anywhere near a perfect performance, but what I would say is that not just from the previous game, you're seeing the effort. I think I've questioned many times when I've been here at games or on my front room, I've questioned effort and application and desire. I'm not seeing that now, and that's a pleasing thing.
You seeing that?
Yeah, I think Rio's right. I think the manager summed it up really well. They only lost control of the game for about 10 minutes, if that, so he can be proud. They'll want to build on that, but it's small margins, it's the fine details that make you at the top end of the table, and that's what he needs to correct when we're talking about the goal that they conceded. So it's work in progress.
The perfect game, but we improve a little bit in the small things, especially with the ball. I know that is a different competition, the different pace, so it's easier for us. But in the end, we clearly deserve the win. We missed some chances. We were so near the second goal, and then in the end, we had the ability to score again. It was really important.
Does that help? Just thinking about that sort of slightly slower pace, when you're trying to deliver instructions and you're trying to get players to understand what this new system is, does a game with a slightly slower pace help them?
That is normal. We have to imagine that seven trainings, and when I say trainings, it's really trainings. It's not the prepare of the game when you cannot almost run to be fresh for the game. So if you imagine that is like 2 weeks in the preseason. So, and we have to cope with this moment with the quality of Premier League. So we know that sometimes it's frustrating. You want more, but of course when you change the competition, the pace is a little bit slower. You can understand better the positions, the play is not everything is so fast, so it helps us in this moment.
Bruno Fernandes just has an uncanny knack of turning up just when you need him, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has a great personality. I know sometimes people talk about the frustration that he shows on the pitch, but he has the other side that he never give up. he wants always the ball, even in the hard moments. And sometimes when you have this kind of character, sometimes you have the opposite, that he's frustrated and he screams with everybody. So we have to understand, we have to manage that. But Bruno Fernandes is an example when you think about work ethic and performance.
Matthijs de Ligt came off at half-time. Is he all right?
He has a pain, so we cannot risk. Lenny felt a pain also, so we cannot risk. And we have a different players that can play. So was that we cannot lose anybody, and everybody has to be prepared. And I need to show confidence instead of putting in danger some players for a long time. We have other players that need to play.
Ruben, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
These teams tonight then in the table, just confirmation that it does mean that Rangers are in 13th place. That means it's very likely, with one game left to go next week against Union Saint-Gilloise, albeit it is at Ibrox, probably most likely that they will remain in those playoff places, so they'll have those extra couple of games to play. But they're certainly going to be in the hat for the next round. And Manchester United, well, that victory, so important for them, into 4th place in the table. So let's just chat about a couple of other things then, Rio. First of all, the future of Alejandro Garnacho. Love Emma for trying with Ruben Amorim. He wasn't having any of it, though. Look, he is linked with Chelsea, and these fans here at Old Trafford know that. They were singing his name out here tonight. Do you think they're worried that this could have been the last time they saw him play at Old Trafford, because United's next 2 games both away from home?
Well, I think they were making their feelings very clear. I think they were singing his name, and that was a sign of what they feel about him. They love him here. They talk about him. They sing about him often. And one thing he does give you is he gets you on the edge of your seat. He's exciting. He's the one player that actually runs off the ball without the ball. He's always very direct. But I think the system is going to be the thing that's going to... But one thing that I would say goes against him. Amorim doesn't play with out-and-out wide wingers. He wants his wingers to play inside the pitch, start inside the pitch, and that's not natural for Garnacho. And I don't think you see the best of him from those inside areas. Starting wide, coming in, drifting. So that'll be one of the main reasons and the factors I think that will go against Garnacho in terms of staying at the football club, and why they may listen to offers for him. But there's no doubt this kid's got huge talent, huge ability there. Stops and starts the fullback Yilmaz, and another day that finishes in the back of the net.
Do you think he's got the ability to learn, to adapt his game and play that sort of situation? Because this is a fantastic football club, absolutely massive, and the grass isn't always greener. You go to, say, Chelsea, you're not... Who knows if he's going to start week in, week out?
I don't think he would be the one initiating this move. I don't think he's the one going, I want to leave. I think he's the one going, what, you want me to go? You're listening to offers? Right, okay, well, if that's the case, I will start talking as well. And I think that's the situation, mate.
Rio, Marcus Rashford was in the stands tonight. He was watching on. He hasn't played for Manchester United since December the 12th against Victoria Pilsen here at Old Trafford. What do you want to see happen with him?
Well, I think that's an indication of what the club want to happen. I think they want to get him out. I think he needs to go to a new club, a new situation, a new environment for him. I think it's best for both parties, himself and for Manchester United in that sense. I think he's a player that when he burst onto the scene and was scoring goals, I used to always remember him smiling, looking like a young kid that can't believe luck that he's here, living the dream. I've not seen that face. I've not seen them emotions for a long time, for far too long. And I want to see players happy. And I don't think he's enjoyed his football while he's been here the last few years. So I think it would be best for everybody for him to go somewhere else. And I think people behind the scenes that can make those decisions, I think, are trying their best to do that.
Manchester United are on TNT Sports on Sunday in our next Premier League game as they visit Craven Cottage. We're going to be at Fulham from 6 o'clock. That's what time our coverage begins at. We're looking forward to that. Rio, Alan, thank you both very much.